Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, every single person in this chamber wants the very best for our students. We all want our kids to achieve at the highest levels, and we want to work to make sure that to do that we have great teachers helping our kids really achieve at those levels, helping our kids reach their maximum potential. You know, that's what I want as a parent of 3 school-age kids, and in that role as a parent, you know, I've been in schools, my own kids' school, volunteering, and in schools all across this state. And what I've seen there is some amazing kids and also some amazing teachers at work, getting the absolute best out of their students. They really, truly are heroes in our community, working hard to prepare the next generation of leaders. We do have great teachers in Minnesota doing a great job, and after all, we have to remember that we rank among the highest and most education measures in this country, far ahead of places like Florida, for example. Many of those teachers, in fact, are not just doing their job, but they're going above and beyond the call. You know, whether it's buying books with their own money because those books were eliminated due to budget cuts in order to help our students, staying late at work with a student that they weren't even able to reach in a classroom of 40 kids. Our great teachers, frankly, like all of us, would like to do even more. Offer more learning opportunities to their kids, use technology in more innovative ways to connect with kids, provide more one-on-one instruction to help students. That's their mission, and especially for the kids that are falling behind. Unfortunately, these great teachers are being asked to do more, but with less. And in fact, members, this bill doesn't do a thing about that, which brings me to the big elephant in the room tonight, or today. We're no longer funding our schools like this legislature should be, and more importantly, like Minnesotans want us to. I saw that a poll was handed out by Representative Peterson. That poll showed that the vast majority of Minnesotans think that budget cuts are the top problem facing our schools. Far and away, nearly half of the respondents, 4%, thought it was teacher effectiveness. That's because we've slipped. Minnesota is now below the national average when it comes to per pupil funding, and the slide is having an impact on the kids that we all care about. Minnesota ranks 47th in the nation on elementary class sizes. That's something I see every day, Minnesotans see every day, and it's directly hurting our kids, the folks that we all on this floor today want to be helping. Your budget last year furthered that slide more. In fact, your first budget cut per pupil funding, and you ended up ending the shutdown by borrowing billions from our schools and took money out of our classrooms as a result. Representative Peterson, in your own district, your school district was forced to borrow $43 million this year because of the decisions you made in balancing the budget and taking money and borrowing money from the school districts last year. How does that help our kids? How does that put our kids first? The fact that your budget last year put adults first, especially the CEOs and the very richest Minnesotans, rather than ask a penny from them, and you had an opportunity on this floor to do that and put it into education, and you decided not to. How is that putting kids first? After persistent underfunding, 1 in 3 Minnesota school districts last fall went out for a school levy to increase their own property taxes to pay for schools, all because this legislature hasn't been doing its job. And despite the efforts of Republicans in this chamber to beat those levies so that people wouldn't invest more in those schools, Minnesotans passed them by 70% of those levies were passed. The message from Minnesotans is clear. They value public education and they're willing to pay for it.